Hi guys, it's Chrissy with Chrissy's Divine Design Tarot, and today we're doing a reading for the collective. So we're going to look at your chakras, what you might need to open up or what is open already, depending on what shows up. We'll clarify after with tarot cards, depending if the message is pretty clear or not. We have how you're going to feel about one another and if your person's come in or not, and if you maybe already are with them. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly people that may be in and around you. We're going to look at your money works and the outcome. All right, collective. That means any of the zodiac signs may resonate with this. It is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So you might want to check out your natal chart. Of course, I'm just reading the cards, so it's up to you to read between the lines, discern, and decide for yourself what part of the messages are for you and which ones are not. And of course, it is a general reading, so take what does resonate and leave the rest for someone else. All right, impatience. So you may have been put on patient watch, and that for spirit, that is kind of saying that you need to sit back and wait. And the only reason you're needing to be more patient about things is there's some lesson here that you're meant to learn about being in the flow of things, being in the now, being in the right now, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but right now. And this has to do maybe with your mouth because it is the throat chakra. So, this is the ability to communicate and express yourself. And it may be the way you're doing that or how you come across to other people. And it's important to kind of take note of that. Of course, if you are aware already and you have that awareness and you've been awoken, if you will, when it comes to spirituality, it's like a light that clicks on and you see everything more clearly. And in this, you're needing to understand something about having to slow down about something and take note of things and maybe read the room is kind of what I'm getting here. Now, just because it's not their way doesn't make it the wrong way, okay? So, and just because it's your way doesn't make it the right way. So just put that on there. That might be for somebody out there. All right, you're going to have some type of renewal once this happens. So, this is some type of self love that you're giving yourself. You're getting to know who you are again or how you can be more confident in yourself, that basic trust. And that means trusting yourself and your own judgment as well. Perhaps you've made a lot of wrong decisions and you don't trust yourself to make the right one. Well, that doesn't mean that you should go and ask everybody else what you should do. That is more important to take the time where Spirit's kind of saying, take the time to go within and maybe look at that. And you're going to feel a lot better about yourself when you can trust yourself, you have more confidence in self, and you know who you are. You may have lost your way along the way in a relationship and kind of, instead of walking your own path, you focused on their path and what they're doing. And instead of walking on your own path, you are walking their path with them, where you're supposed to do your own, they're supposed to do their own, and then you have one together. All right, recovery. So you will recover from whatever this is. You hold the key here, so it's going to be up to you on how you handle this. So, looking at this, you may decide that you have the key and you can make it however you want it to be in the next time that you manifest or in your even your thoughts that go out. That's what will come back to you. So if you have that in mind and you're putting out all this good things for other people and yourself and your loved ones, um, the key here is really that you hold that key. Nobody else does. You walk your own life. We're all here for our own reasons and purpose. So it's up to you to, um, you can look at it as recovering as focusing on the problem, or you can look at it as recovering and focusing on the solution. And you have the key to that. You've always had the key to that. Now, this is the third eye. This is your intuition and your ability to see clearly. This is the awareness that you have, that you create your own destiny, or you create your own um, best life, if you will. And it's about becoming that better version of yourself, of mind, body, and soul, right? Yeah, acceptance. So you may have to accept certain things about, I'm kind of getting trust. I'm almost getting trust issues. And this may even be about yourself. It's almost like trusting your abilities to do this. You have all the tools, you have all the things you need for this to come through for you, collective. So let's see about your person and what may be going on for them. Ah, they're in joy, pure joy right now. Maybe things are coming together. Might be just that they are in that beautiful peace and awareness and just living their best life. Let's just see what's going on. Oh, they have faith. They're when you have the joy and you have faith in everything that's going to come together, and you have that awareness and you have that positive mindset, this is when everything starts to come together. And it looks like that may be what's going on with your person. They're going after whatever they are passionate about, and it may be maybe working in the old folks home for parents, because maybe your parents are going into the old folks home eventually, or there might be your grandma that's going into an old folks home, or your grandpa, or however that works for you. It may be whatever you're passionate about. It doesn't have anything to do with the old folks home, really. It's just about whatever is in your heart to go after. Now, this can be something you've always dreamed of doing. Of course, this is about your person, right? You may resonate more with this side than this side. So it's important to flip it, switch it, whatever you need to do for it to resonate for you. All right, and service. Yeah, your person is totally going after whatever they're passionate about in their best life. They have a plan. They're in service to spirit or to humanity. It can even be into the animal world. So, however that affects your person or yourself, now let's see what your energies are saying. Creation. So there is something you're going to create here. So it's about accepting the good things about about you, and then your person is accepting that they can create things. So you're going to get into that creation part of yourself here. You may just have a little bit of work to do on your basic trust, opening up your third eye by believing in yourself and not ignoring your intuition or doubting your intuition. Okay. And of course, then it might be that you need to watch how you express yourself or communicate with others. So that is what I have in this part here. So I do like this for you. I feel like there is some type of uh, thing that's going to happen here where you're both going to be in the same mindset when you come together. You're working towards something, so is your person. So let's just see here. We have express your love, and there may be some time apart. So perhaps they don't live in your town and they have to go home. Maybe they're going to make some plans to move towards you. Maybe they have to pack. Maybe it's about you moving over to them, or however this is. Maybe there is no moving at all. Maybe they live in the same um, community or a town over. It's not that far to go. Whatever the case is, you are given this safe way of loving, or it is safe for you to love this person. All right. And you may be liking to flirt with this person. Even if there is some type of separation between the two. Now, even that if that means you are together, and you decided to go your separate ways for a time, or you're having some time apart, just know that whatever the separation is, um, it is safe for you to love. It's about getting to that point where you need to be for yourself, right? It's about putting yourself above everyone else, and it's not about being selfish or anything like that. I mean, you don't have to be selfish in what you do. You just have to love yourself first and make sure that you're not being taken advantage of for your kindness or your love or your knowledge or your time or your money or whatever. So let's just see about your person and what's going on for them. They're forgiving and learning, so they are in that forgiveness to get to this point. You kind of have to go through the dark night of the soul to certain parts of the journey to get to the forgiveness and learning that by forgiving, it's more for yourself. You can even ask Spirit for forgiveness or ask for forgiveness for others, and that you don't hold any resentment or pain towards anyone due to any arguments or conflicts or breakups or however, because it is about learning that lesson for yourself. It's not about passing the buck or passing the blame. So, anyone that makes you feel bad about something, just know that you have that right and you can say it. It's kind of saying, I like to say it in, and maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but you can, well, it's something I was taught actually from my English teacher in college, and it was politely saying F you politely and in a way that's effective, that you're still making your point, but you're not calling any names, you're not raising your voice, you're not getting in an argument. It's just to the point, it's nicely said, and it's really saying F you in a kind way. You don't have to be a dick about it, right? So let's just see here what else we have coming through. So your person knows that you are worth waiting for. Maybe they have to wait for you to get to this point of acceptance of who you are in order for this next part to come together. So your person is being told by spirit that once you get through this forgiving and learning, this person that I'm bringing you is worth it. I'll bring you something better than what you had before. So let's just see. Yes, it's a true love connection. And this is like a romance of the lifetime, is what this card says. This is something that you're going to treasure, and your person's going to treasure just as much. And chemistry. Wow, we have a lot of flirting and chemistry. And there might be a separation at this time where you're not allowed to come together because Spirit wants you to learn patience and kind of look within and be that better version of yourself for when your person comes in. Let's just see. You are going to take back control of your life. You're not going to let other people decide for you. And you're going to have that trust in yourself. You have all the tools to get to where you need to go. And it's about that belief system in yourself that really matters, that that you project back out onto everyone else, where you are in charge of your own life. You know what you're doing, you know your value, you know what you're willing to accept and what you are not. And this is a good look for you. And I feel like this is part of what Spirit's wanting you to get to in order to create something with this person. Let's see who's in and around you. Okay, wow, you might really want to spoil your person. Let's just see. Or there might be a spoiled person in and around you. Okay, we have poverty here. Now, this could be lacking in things, but this is all coming out of this in a sense of that 37 that breaks down to 10 for the numerology people out there. Um, Coming out of that poverty. So this is a new chapter for you once you get past this and have this acceptance. Now, it might be that you're very gifted in something that you're meant to be doing here, and you haven't actually started it or moved forward on it, sort of similar to me. And it is going to bring a lot of money for you. That poverty is out. Once you get past whatever you feel you are lacking here, that is really going to pay off for you, and you will be able to spoil the person that you want to be with. So let's just see here. And it's about expectations. So don't be expecting anything in particular. Um, have that be a bit of a surprise. You don't have to have certain things go in a certain order for it to pay out for you. Okay, so um, maybe you've always felt that you were going to win the lottery. Okay, by expecting it, I mean, that's not going to make it come in. It has to be that you already have it. Like you are already living the dream and already have what you have here. So instead of expecting it, let it be a surprise. Let go of the expectations. And you are with that 28 breaking down to 10, once again, closing that door of expectations. Okay. Now, Spirit might bring in your person for true love. However, it may not be what you expect it to be. Okay. And this could be for some of you out there, because I'm getting a couple different things here. Those expectations may be that this person's going to be a certain type of person or look a certain type of way. Unless you're very specific in what you're looking for, um, they're going to bring you somebody. It may not be who you want it to be. So it's important that you let go of those expectations. And if you are manifesting, make sure you have it detailed in what you're wanting, what you want them to look like. And it may be something similar or something even better than what you thought it would be. Okay, so let's just see. Oh, your person. Okay, there's a lot of chemistry here. They may see you right away as marriage material, and I always say that, but in this case, they may want to marry you. And maybe you don't believe in marriage, maybe they don't believe in marriage. It's more about that long-term, stable relationship, a healthy one, right? So, and maybe for some of you, you've never known what a happy, healthy type of relationship is or ever had one. So it's hard to kind of discover what that might look like for some of you. So when this person comes in, though, they're going to want to be with you. Where you might want to take a step back, and this might be where this separation comes in, and just say, "Well, I'm not kind of ready," or whatever the case is. And that might be that they come in and you don't feel ready yet and you may be pushing them away. So, however that comes in for you, okay? And eventually you will get to that point. We'll clarify though. You're going to take back control of your life. So you're going to be it's not when you compromise, it's not about if it's okay with that other person and they get to call the shots or that you get to call the shots. It's going to be a together decision, right? And it can't always be you that does the bending when it comes to decisions where you are always the one giving in and that it's always their way or the highway kind of thing. So let's just see what else comes in for your person. All right, official person, this could be ascended masters that are coming in giving this notion to your person about marriage. But let's see what else happens here. This could be that your person is somebody in the justice system as well. In terms of official people. Now, that could be doctors, that could be judges, that could be higher up officials, that could even be politicians. I mean, there's no limit to what this could mean when it comes to an official person. It could even be military, right? So maybe their child is in the military, maybe their child is in the justice system, and it could also be that they want to have children with you. Um, Now, maybe you don't want children, maybe they do, maybe they have one. Whatever this is for you, I feel like this is getting to your wish fulfillment with that number nine, whether it's that they're younger than you or immature, more immature than you, or whatever this is. There might be somebody that's more immature here when it comes to this. Let's just see what this is. Okay, courthouse. So they might be going, okay, what I'm getting here is maybe they have a child, maybe it's custody issues, maybe they're going through divorce, maybe they're at the end of the divorce, maybe they just got married and now they're getting divorced. Maybe annulment here, for some of you, uh, might have something to do with children or too immature. Maybe they're already married, maybe they're getting divorced. Let's just see what else was in there. Official person. So, yeah, this has to do with court. And this could be a judge here that's ruling here on custody. And this person might already be married. Maybe they are divorced. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so there is an occupation here. So somebody's occupation may be in the way of a ruling here, or it could end up being that you have to work, or your person is working, you're both working at the same place or will be. Let's just see what else comes through. We'll tackle that with the tarot cards after if it's because some of it's not really clear to me, but that doesn't mean that it's not making sense for you. All right, you are an alchemist, so you have that ability to take the negative and turn it into a positive. You can turn that negative into anything you want, in a sense of taking that energy that you have and manipulating it into something that's more beneficial, switching it out, deleting, canceling, and transmuting whatever it is that you want to do with that energy that you have. You can really change that energy and dynamic. You might even be able to come into a room and totally transform that whole room from somebody of negativity into a whole positive transformation here in that whole room and everybody's mind. So when you walk in the door, everybody's watching, and this might be something that happens quite a bit. You might stop people in their tracks and you're probably going, "What, do I have something on my face?" But it's more about your energy that you're bringing in more than your looks. So, alchemy, I like this for you. All right, let's have a look here and see what comes through. Thing really that's standing out. Whoops. Let me see if we get something else here that might show me. Okay, this one here, mind power. All right, this is mind over matter. You have that ability to change things. So it says use your intelligence, analyze data logic, and think rationally. Lead with your mind. So there might be something here in regards to your alchemy that it's all about what you want for yourself. It's mind over matter. This is where you are taking that power of your mind and putting it out into the universe, and it may even come from your thoughts. Okay, so you can change the alchemy. This is where that manifestation is really powerful, especially when you have this mind power. You have that ability and strength, that inner strength within your mind to create that perfect world that you're looking for. And of course, nothing's perfect, but your best life. Okay. So you might even be in the works of doing this. Ah, yes, it's going to affect your social status here. It's going to make you a star in a sense because you will reach the heights of fame and society. So you're going to have your class upgrade more and more and more. And it looks like you need to remember who you are as a person and how you want to be and stay in that positivity. And it's about not getting arrogant with things, that you're better than anyone else and that you are God's gift to women or men. And it's when you get in that spirit is like, oh, you think you're God, do you? I'm going to take it all away. And that's how spirit will work with that. They don't like that. There's only one God, right? And he is great and he is Lord and he is King. And it's important that you no matter how high up the chain you get, it's about remembering about the little people and giving to those who have less than you, right? All right, one more. Moving on up, didn't I say? I can't make it up. Okay, moving on up. You're going up to the next level. And each time that you realize the power of your mind, body, and soul, and what you put out into the world is what you will get back. That moving on up. Career is on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase. Go to the next level. So you're definitely going to reach that whatever level you are striving to get. Okay. So it's important that you embrace that, whatever your journey is. For some of you, this may not be what you're looking to do. This could be your person instead. So flip it, switch it, whatever you need to do, right? for it to resonate for you. All right, let's see about your person. Oh, they are a gift or they see you as the gift. Let's see. You will discover new talents that will lead to new opportunities. Use opportunities that arise. So your person is going to take the chance on this. So they might be having opportunities in regards to whatever this is. Maybe they want to have um, marriage. Maybe they're a pastor. Maybe they are somebody that does marriages for a living. Maybe they are a judge. Maybe they have children of their own. However, this is on their side, it may have something to do with what they do for a living. All right, so let's just see. They have a gift here and they're not going to squander it. They're going to take some opportunities here. They're going to invest in you. I feel like this may be seeing you as a gift here, as a way of learning a lot from you. I'm getting also you might learn something from them, and you both have things to bring to the table that are going to make things. It's sort of like having somebody that has one talent, the other person has another, and you take both talents and their individual talents, but then you create something together that makes it a whole new talent or a whole new creation. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's see. Investment. Investments made will be positive results that will bring prosperity. Invest wisely. Now, this might be this person is investing in you. They may be a gift or you may be the gift. Now, this could be a blessing that's coming through, or somebody is gifting you something that is going to help you with your investments. Maybe this person is an investment broker. They could be somebody that deals with a lot of different people. Maybe they're a financial investor. Um, I don't know. There's that quirk thing is really throwing a wrench into everything here for me in regards to this, but this just could be about their power or their status. So let's see what else comes through. Oh, closed doors. Yes. So your person's door has been closed on them about coming forward until you are ready. There is a separation between the two of you until you do a lesson here by the because I really felt that in the beginning. So no good job opportunities. The current job is coming to an end. Start all over again. So your person may be just biding their time on their investments. They may see a blessing coming in as you, and whatever they're doing for an occupation, they may have to change their occupation or their job. And this may be that they're starting again. They may have even reached rock bottom. Okay. And a lot of times when you go to do service, you lose everything so you appreciate everything you have. Now, a lot of people take advantage or just feel like it's their God-given right to do everything in this lifetime. No, it's a gift. Spirit brings in these things for you and these opportunities. It's not a right, really. You don't know how long you're going to live for, and so it's important that you understand what you're trying to be taught here. And if you can look at it in terms of lessons, it might be a less painful to get through those lessons if you can look at it in an objective way. Some people you don't have to walk away from to learn the lesson, and others you do, depending on your circumstances. If they are kind of rising you up, well, obviously you might not need to walk away from those people. If they're tearing you down, those are going to be those people. And you're going to know because they're going to make you feel a certain type of way and not in a good way. So you're going to know who those people are and who you need to essentially walk away from. All right, or your person does. Fertility, so it may be to do with a child. So let's see. It's time to think about family, life, and children. Don't sacrifice family for career. So your person maybe was all about the money or all about the career, and they may have decided that, it's more important to um, be grateful for the people you do have with you and what they taught you and what you've learned from them. And of course, just knowing them. We really life is not as long as everybody seems to think it is. It goes so fast, especially the older you get. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Opportunity here. New job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip, change is coming just in time. So when your person feels like they have nothing left, this is when this new opportunity is going to come in and you're going to show up. All right. Maybe they work for you. Maybe you start a business together. Maybe you start things differently, or there's something that's going to happen here that brings the two of you together. You do have psychic abilities, so you aren't somebody that isn't aware already then. So you have these psychic abilities, and this may be where you are starting to take the opportunities to learn more. Maybe you're going to become a medium. Maybe you already are. Maybe you are going to do something significant. Maybe you're going to bring your person into that. Maybe you already have a business. Yeah, you're already at that part of peace for you to get to here. You have to be at that peace. You can't be in the middle of chaos for this to come in for your psychic abilities. Your person might be going through chaos at this point with whatever they're going through, and this might be part of the reason their road is blocked from you. And this may be where they might be losing everything in order to find you. All right, there's a transformation your person has gone through, or you have. This is more for you, so that I'm going to read it as yours. All right, so there is a transformation of your well being, and you may have been in that chaotic space at one point, and you've walked away from certain people in your life. You've learned some lessons here. And I like this. You have those abilities, you know yourself, you're getting to that point of, I know what I want, I'm going after what I want, and I'm creating my own um, destiny here or best life, however you want to put it. Yeah, you have a very beautiful soul and you really do shine through your vessel. So it's all about your energy when you walk in the room, and it may not have anything to do with your looks. It's all about how your soul shines through you and how approachable you are, trusting you look, and how you come across to people. All right, let's see here. Truth. Yeah, you're all about truth. I feel like this is people come up and just tell you the truth. I feel like a lot of people can't lie to you because you're going to give little signs to them like, I'm not buying what you're telling me. Do you want to try again? And it's that simple. All right, let's see about your person. They are looking for a commitment. They will be somebody that will commit to you. I feel like this has to be finding out about each other and learning love language. That's so important because how do you know what to do to help fulfill your person if you don't know what they need from you, right? All right, lighten the load. So your person's coming in to help you, and you're essentially helping them in return. And freedom. All right, so they will break free of whatever issues they've got going on here. So they may be in separation with their significant other. They might be trying to work it out. They might be going to court. They might be fighting over custody. So whatever's going on in your person, they're going to break free from that. They're going to do some healing, and this may be where that closed door is why they haven't come in yet, if they haven't shown up. If they've come in, maybe you're finding out that they're in the middle of conflict or chaos, and it may even be that you are taking actions towards one another where you might be helping this individual. All right. Looks like they're going to do the healing before they travel to where you are, or maybe you were going to travel somewhere together. Let's see. Oh, there's that traveling to that financial health. And this is good because I feel like whatever investments they have, they're going to invest in you, whether that's with their money or with whatever it is that they want to do here. Um, the financial freedom is going to be very beautiful for the two of you. You're not going to have to worry about money, which travel may be part of whatever it is that you do for your job, or that you're going to incorporate that into a business maybe you already have. Manifestations. You're both manifesting. I love this. You have psychic abilities. Your person might be an alchemist. Maybe you are. However, that sits for you. You may have all these abilities here and creating a miracle for your person to come into. Um, I really like this. I feel like your person is very deserving. They may have gone through a lot in their life. They may have had a lot of lessons early on in their life, maybe, or they've had a lot of lessons later on in their life. Um, and of course, you could be 25 and you may not have gone through a lot in your childhood, had a great childhood, but now you're starting to get into all these issues or chaos that you've never really had to deal with before. And it's going to be important how you handle it from here or your person is. So let's do some checking here. We didn't get any dreams, we didn't get any past life, and we didn't get any twin flame. Well, all right, judgment. So this is important because it may be how you may be judging people, or maybe how people are judging you. So let's just see. And this all is it's saying is there is a transformation coming in regards to how you feel about certain things. There is a lesson um, that you are doing here and that has to be closed before this can happen. And this is closure from a lesson. So you're accepting something, you're having faith in something, or these changing events are coming, but you have to do something first. And look at that. That Knight of Pentacles is showing up. So this is the opportunity of a lifetime coming in here with that Knight of Pentacles. Now, this could be that you already have money or your person does that they want to give to you. Yeah, it might be your person has money. This is that material wealth coming. Now, they can be a masculine and still show up as the Queen of Pentacles. And this is all it's really saying is that they're stepping into their feminine side of things to help out on, or that they have money that they're going to maybe lose here to get into the service, or they're going to get paid out for doing some type of service. So it depends on how your person is being at this point. So there is a way of having some type of opportunity here that's coming in for you. So it's just a matter of closing out a lesson. Okay, we do have speaking of maybe some fear and intuition. Now, this might be something you are picking up on, especially if you are a manifester and you have psychic abilities. You are pretty powerful, actually, for this to come through like this. You have this on the fence, so you may already know that you have a little bit of anxiety or fear about somebody coming in and talking to you, and you're already getting these visions, or your third eye or your intuition is telling you this. You are already aware, and you may even know who's meant to come through for you and who is not allowed to come into your world. So you may have already been told this by spirit. Let's get some other ones. Yeah, you may already have a vision. You're very confident at this point, wanting that give and take. And this is when your knight in shining armor is going to come in, so to speak. Now, maybe you are the knight. Take it however resonates for you. Very attractive people here. These are people that are doing things. This is not about talking about it. This is what they're going to do. They're going to give that equal give and take. And this is going to be their time, the things you give, um, and how you receive. So you're going to take and you're going to give, and it's going to be a very harmonious type of give and take. It is that, how do you say, team player? So I like this for you. I feel like this is coming through. This is going to take place. So, and they're going to be very taken back. There's going to be some chemistry here. All right, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and yeah, okay, so it may be about uh, for the two of you, have gone through some things here. All right, you're gonna work at something. You have your occupation, you have the craft that you're doing, that you're working on, that you're doing well in or trying to, okay? And it's about some type of balance here with your broken heart and maybe even a conflict. And this might be where this piece has to come in for yourself, this um, being able to forgive, okay, and learn from that. Learning that it's for you, essentially, in order for you to move forward without pulling all that baggage with you, the disappointments or the sadness, loss, or grief. Okay, so I do like this for you because I do feel like there was some type of hostility or resentment or some kind of argument or conflict you may have had. And maybe it was simple as just wanting to win at all costs and putting everything on the table and gambling it all. Okay. Maybe it didn't work out the way you wanted. Okay. So sometimes when people cheat, they put everything that they hold true to their heart right there and don't realize, or maybe they do, that they could risk losing all of what they have by doing one thing, and that is cheating, because they always find out. And usually, what happens with that is a divorce. And usually, if there is some type of cheating going on here, essentially, especially if you have children, you're really cheating your children out of a family. Not only are you cheating your children, you're also cheating your partner. And if you're not the cheater and it's your partner's cheating, they're cheating the children out of a family and cheating you out of a family as well and a partner. So essentially, the whole world blows up. And this may be what's going on for your person, okay? Now, maybe this has happened to you before. Maybe you've already been there, done that. Um, and it could be about something to do with this and conflict at work. And it might break your heart that you're being let go and not the other person. Okay, so maybe you've lost your dream job or don't want to give up a dream job. Okay, but you're going to find other work. So this could mean it for your person here, and this could be for you here on your whatever you're doing is going to pay off. You just have to have that balance and get over whatever it was that happened to you in the past. And this is where that patience is coming in. Having patience for not only other people, but for yourself. Give yourself a break, right? Especially if you've been through a lot. Uh, and speak to yourself in a loving, kind way. Um, you're going to get a lot farther that way in that positive mindset than staying in that negative sense. All right, let's look at the opportunity here. All right, it's coming. Yeah, you have to leave something. There is an opportunity. Yeah, you're going to fight for this. So I do like this because I feel like whatever this opportunity is, you're going to gain from it. All right, so the past is coming up. Okay, now this could be the past for you, this could be the past for your person, or the both of you. It might remind you of the past, you might get triggered from this, your person might. So it's important to understand a little bit of, and I mean, it's simply, you might, you don't really talk about what happened in your past to your person other than, maybe not saying who it was, maybe being a little vague about things when it comes to that, because nobody wants to hear about what happened in your past. In fact, sometimes that's a red flag about how your past went through, what happened there, and they may even take a cue on that and treat you like that because they know you've been treated like that in the past. Um, there's other things that can happen as well when you talk about them. They might lose respect towards you depending on how that all went down. So it's important that whatever lessons you've learned, you don't have to tell everybody your business. Okay? It's sometimes it's better not to tell anybody at all. And another thing too is that it feels like the past might be sitting right here. Maybe there needs to be more healing here. So, whatever this is, why is the Six of Cups coming up? Yeah, it's about having a different mindset. See, give yourself a break. Thank you, Spirit, for coming in and clarifying that. All right. It was what I was saying all along. It's really about that mindset and changing that dynamic. You have that mind capacity to make everything in a positive way. And if you can just make it a rule, catch yourself if you're looking at the problem and you're victimized and you were betrayed and stabbed in the back and you hate that person and you've got all this anger and resentment towards them. It's important to work all through that and ask for forgiveness for any part you may have had. Now, I know that sounds funny, but we all have, it takes two to tango, is what the what the saying is. Okay, so maybe you let this happen, and I'm not saying that you let this happen. I'm saying that maybe your boundaries weren't high enough. Maybe you weren't listening to your intuition and know it. I mean, these are all things that could be where you just weren't willing to listen to what you were being told by spirit or yourself or your higher self or however you look at it, whatever your religion is. That's why I say spirit, right? So it's a universal word that everybody can understand, um, and what that might mean to them, no matter what the religion, right? All right, so Nine of Swords. Okay, so it's about having a different mindset. Now, this Nine of Swords, there is a little bit of worry or anxiety here. Maybe even feeling all right, yeah, needing to transform this. This might even be so much anxiety or worry that your manifests aren't coming through that it might not come out if you don't change your dynamic or believe in yourself enough that this can happen for you. Okay. Now, this death card can also mean that it's a transformation, that you are refusing to settle for anything less than what you um, have set out for yourself. Okay. Maybe you settled in the past. Maybe you're not willing to settle again. And I like this for you because I feel like even though there's a little bit of worry about the unknown, maybe look at it in different ways, especially a different mindset in the sense of look at it as a adventure. And like when you go on an adventure and you go into a different country, you don't know what you're going to um, do or have encounter or what happens there, unless you can see the future. And some people get flashes of the future in uh, a certain time frame. Um, they don't have that all day going on, right? That they know and see the next day happening before it happens, and that that's what the world they live in, so it's important to kind of transform something here, especially about a mindset and your fear. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to be authentic. That is coming out for somebody here. All right. And it may even be, am I choosing wisely? Okay. So maybe there's a lot of opportunities here. And it's important to understand that if you're always looking for something better, how can you commit to somebody that wants to commit to you if you are always looking at the other properties around you for that greener grass, right? So it's important to understand that if you are wanting a connection, and that you're not settling, it's got to be somebody that you really feel like you can connect with. And really, it's not about what you can live with, it's about what you can't live without. The person you can't live without, that your heart sings to, the person you want to be with. Okay. And the past is coming up for you here. So is this somebody for a past? Possibly. So maybe we'll look and see if it's a past life coming back around or if it's a past person. Take it however it resonates for you, of course. I'm just reading the cards. So if it's not a past person that you were just, no, I'm not going back, I'm never going back, um, then obviously it's a past life person that you may have encountered in a past life other than this lifetime. So take it however it goes for you. Like I said, it's up to you to read between the lines. All right, what's on the bottom of the deck? We have Temperance. So this is about taking your time on things and maybe taking a breath before you react to something. Now, this may be stemming back here about how you are coming across to other people. And if you can take a step back, look at your energy on how you want to answer the question or the statement or whatever it is that's happening around you. It's about how you are dealing with certain people, and it has to do with your voice. So Asia. So this may be somewhere in Asia that it happened. Let's just see if that comes back out, if it's meant to. Wow, okay. What do we got here? This is on the fence. Monk or nun. So this may have been a decision that you were going to make. at the time, maybe you were thinking about becoming a nun or a monk, and or that your faith was somewhat disturbed here on what you should do. And maybe it's a monk or a nun that you were talking to. So let's just see where this goes. Wow, ships. So you may have been an explorer. Maybe you went to different countries. And you know what I'm getting? I'm getting the trade. This could be trade. And they were trading long time ago. There was actually a road. I think it was called God, no, I can't remember. Um, Something to do with spice, uh, or something like that. It's like a spice trade or something like that. It was a trading destination ports that came together with whatever countries they went to. They would trade. They would bring that trade to the next countries. Trade items. It was like a barter system. Whatever they had to give, they would trade that off and get different goods. So and all over the world. It's sort of like what we have now, really, with the containers coming over and the shipping, right? It's a lot of ships that bring different items from different countries. All right, so maybe you were a writer. Maybe you wrote about that. Maybe you wrote scriptures having to do with the Bible. Maybe you weren't sure about what faith you were going to take. Spirituality and religion. You may not have had any of that as a part of it. Maybe you gave up on that. Maybe you were a monk or a nun and something happened that changed your mind about religion or spirituality. Maybe you lost somebody, maybe something happened here that changed your fate on spirit here. I'm almost like you gave up on spirit or religion, or this just didn't have enough knowledge about any of that at the time, or it wasn't even a thing. You're in the arts, so you're a very talented writer. Maybe you were documenting, and this could be historical things that you were doing as well. I mean, take it however it resonates for you. Yeah, the knighthood and the Greco and Roman or Greco. Now, I'm getting with this is the time that maybe Roman took over Greece, or around those times. Knighthood was partly to do with that, and that may have been like the knighthood, as in you wore armor. It doesn't mean like the Three Musketeers or whatever. This may be to do with wearing armor and honor, is what I'm getting. So, and imprisonment or slavery. So you may have I'm almost getting that maybe you wrote stories about what happened to people that were in prison or slavery. Maybe you went there to talk to them. Maybe you were escorted. Um, I'm getting a whole bunch of different things here for this. So, and it may have been that when you talked to the people in here, they didn't have a lot of faith. And maybe you brought something to them for them to have hope or something along those lines or talked about how they ended up there or the injustice about something here. Because I did get a lot of justice over here, and justice system, courthouse, and all that. So it might be about how people are affected by the law or how the law is happening or the knighthood or honor or whatever this is here for this. I do like this for you because I feel like whoever this has to do with, the two of you, you both may have been doing certain things. Yeah, it has to do about persecution and inquisition. So it has to do about people there. I just saw a baby. So I'm going to put on there, you may have had a child with this person, and this may be what this is all about. Um, Maybe you're going to have a child this time, or maybe you aren't. Let's just see what's going on. Maybe you're a lawyer or your person is. All right, let's have a look here. I'm getting strength here and truth. Yes, and cutting people out. Now, this may be to do with this system and maybe even helping people get out of prison here. So this might be about being a lawyer and writing about that or writing down the laws or the people that went through the justice system. I knew there was something to do with justice. I just wasn't sure how this fit in. And it's showing up here with this past life for the courthouse. So take it however it resonates for you. Okay, we did get through that for the financial health, and this was to do with the dream, not the manifestations. We did do the manifestations already about having your eye on what you're wanting and not risking it all. You might be hoping that you're choosing right this time. Maybe it all fell apart the last relationship. Maybe your person's still married, so getting the truth is so important here. I feel like your person might even be one to try to get the truth. So maybe they were married once before, maybe they're going through a breakup. Um, let's just see where this is going. I just want to see. Yeah, okay, so it looks like they're emotionally available, and yeah, everything's blowing up in their world right now. But they are at a good place. They get to a good place of getting into service. They may have lost a lot and had their whole life blow up on them, but they are still in that loving type of way here, that emotionally balanced type of person. All right. They're still sensitive and understanding and willing to have they want a commitment here. So let's look at what your intuition is saying at this time. Whoa. Okay. We have that Seven of Swords, and maybe you talk about this. Now, it's important about what you might have to say about this. Okay, or maybe they are going to talk to you, and maybe it's about good news about somebody that has betrayed them, or I feel like this might have happened for your person. Maybe you both have gone through it. You both had a broken heart here. So your intuition is saying you might end up talking about certain things you have in common in regards to the people you've had in your life prior to this. Yeah, about maybe toxic people here. So let's see about your person's what intuition they're coming up with. They are healing all of this. So I feel like they might help heal whatever you're doing. You may be talking about this, might be healing your person in a sense of how you talk to them about what's happened in their life. Yeah, and then the hermit, there's more healing. They see you as a sanctuary, somewhere they can come in and get peace and find their space again of who they are. And you're going to really help this person out. And you both may be in that point right now of that hermit activity of that active healing, but it's important that you get out in time to meet this person. I do like this for you. Let's put a face to your person. This might really help you in terms of who this might be coming in for you, collective. Now, this might be my only reading today because um, I have some things that I have to do. It's also tax season, so there's a bunch of things going on. So your person may be very thin. They may have straight hair. They may be blonde, or they may be dark hair and they dye their hair blonde. Your person might have a beard. This may be you, maybe them. That might be somebody they were married to. Might be the person that betrayed you or them, however it fits for you. Okay. There is a witch here, which is always in the good sense. I always look at it as the good thing, as a garden witch or herbalist, or could be other things too. Somebody that has that divination or spells or however this is, even manifesting, the manifester, right? And the alchemist. So, and you have those psychic abilities. So this really could be you. It could also be your person. There's somebody here with dark skin. Let's see what else with square face. And of course, it doesn't have to. I always have these cards as just for fun at the end. So it may resonate, may not. Take what does, leave the rest, right? And then we may have medium hair length. We do have long hair. Oh no, straight hair. Okay, so maybe it's medium length or medium color. We have light skin here. And on the bottom of the deck, we have a busty chest. So this may be um, this past person, this could be the person you're coming in with, or it could be you. So anyways, this is what I have for you. So please like, share, and subscribe. Become part of the Divine Oracle tribe. All right, you guys, take care. Stay blessed. And I know you are. Thank you so much for all the donations, the super thanks, and of course, just watching the videos really does help the channel. And I'm so happy that everybody is showing their um, ongoing support. I mean, it really does make a difference to me. I appreciate each and every one of you, of course. So keep up the good work. You guys are doing really great. And I feel like, or I'm hoping that my readings are helping somebody out there look at things in a different mindset as towards a healing journey for themselves. All right, you guys, take care. All right, later.